I'm here at one of my most favorite spots in all of New Jersey, and I'm actually moving next month to Massachusetts, and I'm actually really sad that I won't be coming here. So we're looking at Ghost Lake, and this is Jenny Jump State Forest, and it's one of the most beautiful spots I know of in all of New Jersey, and I've been coming here for, a few times a week for years and years. Especially springtime when so many of the birds are returning. The kingfisher is here, and then all of a sudden the flycatchers show up, and the phoebes here, and then the orioles will come, and then the scarlet tanagers. It's been a beautiful place to see a sort of ecosystem evolving over the course of the annual seasons, and I don't want to miss feeling connected to a place like this. Anyway, I thought I would come here to read this poem. My poem's titled Monarchs, and I was able to collaborate with the wonderful Catherine Hartung. She had talked about a time when she and her daughter were hiking up in the Adirondack Mountains, and they were up on a ridge and witnessed a migration of monarch butterflies that was so stunning that they never quite forgot the experience. And she had talked about maybe doing a painting of sorts with that, and so I wrote this poem, Monarchs, and her painting, by the way, is absolutely magnificent. So I feel honored to be able to share some of this space, Kathy, with you. And here's the poem, Monarchs. The leaves are turning in the valley. It's difficult to notice, but once atop bedrock, open sky preserves color. What do you see? It's like they are floating, she says. There are so many drifting to endless blue. Where are they going? They follow currents south to breed. At one point, monarch meant supreme governor of life. The 50 daughters of Danaus, king of Argos, who killed their husbands on wedding nights, condemned to the underworld to draw water in bottomless buckets. Futile labor, Danaus Plexippus. I wish we could see it, the sleepy transformation the Greeks name, hibernation, metamorphosis. The kingdom Animalia includes animals, then invertebrates, having not, and still becoming, caterpillar, chrysalis, butterfly. That we name arthropoda, insect. What is it? Striking or jumping or floating along the ridge? I feel each one pulled by a string, and it makes me a child again. The glaciers of the last ice age instigated migration. Some go to deserts in the west, some mix with sedentary populations in the tropics, Central America, the Caribbean, travelers, solo natives, and they are different in behavior and shape. Some fly over 11 hours straight without feeding, 4,000 miles to Sierra Madre de Oriente, the Gulf of Mexico. It is a marvel they know where to go. I will remember this day of cairns, sky, and monarchs. Do you remember when we first came here? Monarchs by the thousands. Now neighbors plant milkweed, scarlet milkweed, pine wood milkweed, swamp and butterfly milkweed. Its pattern, they say, repels predatory birds, but their diet makes them toxic. Still, they are in trouble. What if they could see what we see here, right now? Maybe others would save trees, plant milkweed, and remember these creatures as a wondrous flight of the living. Then, they might always have a place to go. Do you remember that day on the ridge trail to the summit? The sky is so blue, and those wisps of cloud and monarchs drifting in the wind. The image of them remains so vivid, so earthly and ours. I want to say I love you. And love too, there are moments we have shared. Moments inside this world we call life, the living, the self-willed land. What is easily forgotten when gone. Maybe one day you might paint this memory, how you love to make the world feel alive and beautiful.